Hello and welcome everyone. In today's video, we'll rank every weapon in Resident Evil 4 Remake, but this is for a regular playthrough, your first playthrough in the game, so you won't be able to max out everything. This is just for your first time in the game. You want to have an easier time. Of course, all the weapons here can be used in a regular playthrough, and you will finish the game, but if you are skilled enough, there are some let's go not as good weapon as the others. So let's start with the handguns. First, the SG. The SG is a B tier. That's all I can say. It's a good start weapon, but you won't have it for long. To be honest, you will just drop it when you get another weapon. But it's great for your playthrough when you get started. Let's now talk about the Blacktail. The Blacktail is a good weapon. It's a balanced weapon overall. You have good accuracy, not a bad recoil, but it's not the best for me in the handguns. For me, the best in the handguns is the Red Knight. You can just say say it's biased, but I really like the Red Knight in the game. It's my favorite handgun. I love the high damage weapons in every game that you need to have good aim with them. So Red Knight can be a little tricky to use, especially it doesn't have a lot of ammo capacity. The recoil is high, but if you get used to it, it's a really great weapon. In the end of the game, I didn't have the space in the Akashi case, but I still used the Red 9 without the attachment, and still it was really good for me after getting used to it. Now let's talk about the Matilda. The Matilda, it's a good mid-range between a handgun and a machine gun, I can say. Uh, my biggest problem with it is it does take a lot of handgun ammo, and honestly, you don't want to use a lot of handgun ammo because you won't craft it. You will get it uh, with the Akashi case, but you still need to change it to get red herbs or some other things, so you won't get that much handgun ammo. But this weapon take a lot of handgun. Now let's talk about the Punisher. I honestly didn't like it. I think mm, it does what it says, but nothing else. It can hit multiple targets, but sometimes you will hit Ashley, and that's kind of a bad thing. It doesn't have the best power in the game. Nothing really special. Now let's talk about the bolt thrower. This is kind of a meme weapon, but to be honest, uh, if you are playing in the village, I can put the bolt thrower in here because it's really amazing in early game. You can save a lot of bullets if you use it correctly. Of course, you won't use the bolt thrower if there is a lot of enemies, but if there was just one enemy, you can just have six bolts and you will just kill him and get back your bolts, and you won't use any ammo. So it's great in the village, but as soon as you hit the castle, it felt really bad. So I think it's a B because you can still attach the other grenades to it or whatever it's called, but it's still not that good of a weapon in the late game. So overall, I give it an E because using it early game and end game to get the mines, it's really helpful, but not the best. Now let's talk about the I guess the best weapons in the game, the Magnums. First, let's talk about the Broken Butterfly. I will put this weapon in high A. It's not bad, but the problem with this Magnum, it has of course high damage, but the problem with this weapon is it does have a low accuracy, so you can miss some bullets. It's have really some bad accuracy, so you can miss bullets. Uh, that is solved in the Killer 7, which, in my opinion, is the best uh, Magnum in the game. It does have the laser, so your accuracy isn't missed. The Broken Butterfly can be more stronger, but the Killer 7 does have more accuracy and less time between bullets. The fire rate is higher, so I think the Killer 7 is the better Magnum in the game. But you still have you use the Broken Butterfly if you get it, so it's really helpful if you get it. But as soon as you get the Killer 7, just ignore the Broken Butterfly, and I advise you to not even upgrade the broken butterfly. You will get your money back, but it's not even worth for me. I didn't upgrade any of these that much. I upgrade the Killer 7 a little bit more, give it more power, but overall I didn't put much in them. I put a lot in the Red 9. I fully upgraded it almost. I missed like two or three upgrades, but for the rest I really upgrade almost. Now let's talk about this weapon. I really don't have any words about this weapon. It's like the worst for me in the game because it does use the sniper rifle ammo, so there is no way you will use the sniper ammo in this weapon. So it's just you are wasting ammo for nothing. You can just use any sniper and you will have way more value in those bullets. Especially and this the sniper ammo is not common like the machine guns or the handgun ammo. It's really rare, so I don't think it's worth to spend it in this weapon. Now let's talk about the TMP. I really didn't like the TMP. Uh, uh, in my last playthrough, I didn't even buy it. I get some ammo of it, but not that much until I get the other one for free. So I don't think you really should release the TMP. But if you like the speed, that's for you. But I really don't like the speed in weapons in Resident Evil games. I think bullet to bullet is way better for me. So if you like the speed in this weapon, it's good, but I don't think it's that good. Now let's talk about the Elite 5. I will just put it here because it's free. To be honest, it's really that's the only reason it's above this weapon. It's free, you will get it. So in my last playthrough I just gave this to waste my ammo. I didn't buy the TMP, so I just used the LA5 to burst some uh, enemies and also to waste the ammo that I get. I didn't get a lot of ammo until I get the LA5. I got like 90 and the whole game until I get the LA5. Then I start getting the ammo. So you can just wait for the LA5, or if you like the speed in the TMP, you can just use it. Now let's talk about the knives. For me, the knives in this game are both S. You can just upgrade the durability, but it's they are really worth it. You will parry a lot in this game. It's really not that amazing to say, but you really need to parry in this game. So you will need the knives. They are both amazing. The second one, I don't want to spoil you if you don't know how to get the second one, but it's from you will get it from a boss fight, but it's a really late game, so you won't really use this much. But if you are planning to do a new game plus, then that's a different thing. So but for the first playthrough, as this video said, you won't really use it that much, but it's really great to have it as second knife. But I really advise you to upgrade the durability of the first knife. Give it the max upgrade as soon as you can. It's really helpful. Now let's talk about the shotguns. For the first shotgun, I will just put it here. I mean, shotguns are always great in this game, but It does have some issues. It's, or maybe I will just push it in high B, I guess, or I think I will put it here in A, low A. It's really good, but it does have some problems. It's really slow. It does have low capacity of ammo. So just upgrade this, I guess. Now let's talk about the riot gun. For me, this is the best shotgun in the game. It's a really good. So you, I just didn't buy the other shotgun. I just buy the riot gun and give it all my stuff. It's really good. It has some good range. And, also the spread is good. So the main reason to use the shotgun in this game is if you want to kill or one shot these enemies, as you can see, and I forgot their names, or the regular enemies. So it's really good for that. And if you want to interrupt any enemy or the shielded enemy, you want to break them. So it's really good for all of that, and also has some good damage. So I think it's a really good shotgun. Now let's talk about the striker. I will put the striker here. It's really good, but I think it's not worth it that much above the rise gun. It's good because it has really good capacity, but you won't really need that much capacity in the shotgun. You won't spend like 50 bullets in one time in a regular playthrough, but uh, I think the rise gun is better, but it's also good. Striker is also good. Now talk about the snipers. For me, snipers are like the best in this game. So whichever sniper you use, they are really good. But I have a preference. So in first, I really like this sniper, the SR. But the last of the game or the middle of the game, I start liking the Stingray more. So I will put this one here. I guess here. It's really good. It has some high damage, but the problem is you need to reload the ammo in every shot. So it's kind of slow, but it has more damage. And the Stingray has really good uh, capacity of ammo, and also you don't reload in every shot, so you can just fire. The fire rate is high, so you can just fire the bullets with a really good power, and you will just kill your enemies. It's make a lot of things way more easier, like the bosses. If you are facing a boss, you can use it with a magnum. If you don't want to use magnum, you can just kill some bosses with it. And some bosses I just used the sniper to kill the bosses. I didn't use the magnum, so it's up to you, but I think it's really good, and especially against these red enemies that can transform the other. You can just fire him out of the stage immediately. I i didn't fight this dude at all in my last playthrough. I just kill him first. You can just demolish him first before anything. He won't transfer any enemy for you, so you can just kill him very easily, and you can burst bosses with it. And the regular enemy, you can just one shot them with a headshot. So it's really amazing. And last is the rocket launcher, of course. It's here, but I just want to put it here. I don't think you really need the rocket launcher in a regular playthrough. If you are having your first playthrough, just don't use the rocket launcher. It has, I mean, it can help you with the bosses, but I really think you should just fight the bosses regularly to have some fun. That's the best thing to do in the game. But if you are struggling with a boss, it's like here. It can one shot any boss, so you can just use it for that. But I think for a regular playthrough, it's really not worth using. I mean, it's worth it for the damage, but it's not worth it for your enjoyment. But if you get mauled with a boss, I mean, there is a boss that didn't catch, but I didn't use it with them. I just repeat the boss until I get him. So that's it for this video, guys. That just was my opinion. If you have your opinion, just put it in the comments and share it with everyone. See you in another video.